Number 6. Green lights, and now all eyes Great Britain at lane at number 5. Let's see if we can carry on and regain the medal trail. Rebecca Romero in the bow seat, Deborah Flood strokes the crew, and they really, they've got an outside chance of a medal here, qualified of the 2 semi-finals with the 4th quickest time. So we're looking really at stepping on from that, but they've got to take on New Zealand, world champions, in the lane at number 4. And in lane 2, from Germany, Catherine Boron, the great Catherine Boron returns. She had a year out last year. She's in the red boat on the right of your picture. She's stroking that, which is on the left of the boat. And she is a most fantastic athlete. One of the leading female athletes of all time, with 3 Olympic gold medals and 10 World Championship gold medals. Gillian, Great Britain, lane at number 5, really, looking quite good.
Well, they are. Speaking to them the other night, and I think what they're going to do is they're just going to focus in their boat. They know that the gold medal is going to be an exceptional achievement if they were to come away with it. Probably more realistic between the fight for the gold medal, probably between New Zealand and Russia. Away from that fight, if they can get in there for that bronze medal, if they can sneak in there and cling on for that bronze medal, then, that will be an exceptional performance.
Well, let's see what Debbie Flood had to say about this race as the race is unfolding now.
We know that they're all quick, but we know that, as long as we're in the ballpark, as long as we're up there, then anything can happen. Everyone's going to be fighting against each other, and it only takes one person to be put under pressure and to crack for a medal opportunity there.
So Great Britain are definitely up there. They're in 4th place as we go through the 500-metre mark, and that's an ideal place to put the pressure on the race leaders, because they're in the pack, aren't they? Keep your bows right in amongst it all, keep the pressure, just race your own race. Doing very well so far.
That's a great performance so far from Rebecca and Debbie. I was expecting the Swindell sisters to be out a little bit more in front. I think we shouldn't underestimate Germany either. Like you said, with Catherine Boron, with so much experience and so many medals behind her, I felt that watching her in the semi-final and her partner, they just had a little bit more to give, and maybe just didn't give everything away. The Evers-Swindell sisters here, they've been doubling up in the quad this week. The quad didn't make the final, so they have had a few more races over and above this doubles. Well, now that they're in the final, over and above the doubles semi and the doubles heat. So let's see what happens here. Again, Russia, they're going to be out for the gold medal today. They believe in themselves, and they're going to be chasing for that gold medal also.
Italy in lane at number 1. As we head towards the halfway mark, you can just see there being left in the trail of all the crews. We go back in, race leaders, New Zealand in the lane at number 4. The white boat there just slicing as the wind's starting to pick up just slightly through the middle part of the course here, not as flat down at the start. And New Zealand in the white boat looking very, very good.
With their technique, the New Zealand crew, in a way where crews are very, that they have great finesse about it, I have a feeling that the Swindell sisters, they just bully it along in a way that you don't normally see that in women's rowing, and I like it.
Great Britain in 4th place, knocking on the door of the bronze medal, and they're not too far off silver. At the moment, New Zealand leading by quite a way. It's going to take a monumental effort from Great Britain if they're going to challenge New Zealand. The crew here, we're looking at race leaders here. But now, in the 3rd 5, this is where the calls start to come. The calls start to come to remember what they put into this, what's gone into women's sculling to get them this far. It's a fantastic crew here. Debbie Flood is a wonderfully experienced sculler there. And Rebecca Romero, she's such a wily character, isn't she? She's so quiet and firm, but you just know she's just deep down, she's bubbling, isn't she? She's aggressive.
But it's always the quiet ones that you worry about, isn't it? And I feel that Rebecca, she's a tough cookie, as is Debbie as well. And if they're up there in that bronze medal off of 4th position, then that's exciting. They're going to feel really up for this, and let's see what they can unleash out there.
So 2 races starting to develop out front. New Zealand, world champions, being pushed by Germany. The German crew being stroked by the great Catherine Boron, returning from having a baby last year, returning stronger than ever. And Germany, seem to be timing it quite nicely. As we come around on New Zealand, we'll see the bows of the German crew, if the angle is with us. But meanwhile, then there's a race behind this for the bronze medal, and the race between Russia and Great Britain.
It must be quite a strange setup for the New Zealand sisters, because you know, you live and you breathe with each other, and it must be very intense. And you know, sometimes you say things to your sister that you wouldn't normally say to a friend. So it must get quite well, intense for them on occasions.
But being sisters, no doubt, as always, the trust is there, and in the last 500 metres of any race, that's when you count it, that's when you count on it. New Zealand leading convincingly, but Germany are on their heels. But back behind there's another race, and the race that Great Britain are currently in is the race for the bronze medal. Russia, Great Britain, stroke for stroke for the last 750 metres. It's a matter of mind games now. Who can push harder, who can hold it together? And there's no reason at all why Debbie Flood and Rebecca Romero from Leander Club, Henley-on-Thames, coached by Mark Banks, cannot push through now, and we're going to get a fantastic crowd as we come into the closing stages. But at the moment, the race is really looking, well, we're looking back from the race, the leaders there, it was looking that Great Britain had moved back into 4th place, but there's still all to play for. 2:50 to go.
This is a great position for Debbie and Rebecca to be in, because with Russia have gone out, and they probably wanted to win this race and not to be up there in amongst gold and silver. It's to Debbie and Rebecca's advantage, so they have to just push on and push through the Russian girls.
So Great Britain now starting to lift it up with 200 to go for them, but it's about 150 to go for New Zealand, the world champions, and the German crew, stroked by Katrin Boron, is coming strong. Every single stroke plowing on the pressure, and Russia have now just gone away from Great Britain, and Great Britain really seem to give it all in that middle 1,000, and they are fading to the line. Great Britain now will not appear on the medals in the women's double scull final. They're holding on to a strong push from Italy, and here come Great Britain into the line. New Zealand, Germany and Russia. Russia really had the better of Great Britain in that last and final 500, and Great Britain squeezed out into 4th place, a disappointing position for them.